Welcome to the live stream. Had trouble getting on here. It was giving issues, but we seem to be all good now. Welcome, welcome. Are you getting the SOYUZ? That's the question. Are you getting the SOYUZ? Big new release by Estes. Estes. I'll pronounce it both ways. Welcome, welcome. Chattanooga, Tennessee? Am I right? Chattanooga, Tennessee, maybe? Spellbinders of Suspense. Welcome. Okay. You build rockets? You launch rockets out there? Yeah, just wanted to come on here live for a little bit. Probably do about, depending on how many people show up and chat, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Talk about the latest, greatest Estes. Glad you're back up. This is new. Yeah, I just wanted to try this out. I went live a long time ago. I just figured I'll do it since Estes dropped this SOYUZ rocket, and then I haven't been out flying in a little while. Just been busy, working, life stuff, this, that, the other. And my 2 hour drive to go fly, it's like, do I feel like going? Then it was hot, but the weather's cooling down, so I should be getting back out there. I can't wait to fly this SOYUZ though. Plus, I got repairs to make. I got stuff to fly, as you can see back there. There's stuff to fly. I used to looking to get back into it. Had all the launch vehicles back in the day. Okay, cool. Yeah, come on back. It's a great hobby. It's still thriving. A bunch of great kits are being released, and you can track down those old ones you want that you used to have and refly those. It's a good hobby, especially if you have a field to fly in. Take advantage. Take advantage of the wide open spaces you might have down there in Tennessee. Yeah. This will use it. Yeah. The trick. Yeah. Yeah, they recommend using the brush cement. You can use the tester stuff, the thicker, but they also recommend the brush. I was using actually it's CA and plastic cement on that SOYUZ. On this one here, a lot of plastic parts. But yeah, cool. Mars lander. Yeah, I have a Mars lander back there. Classic. Love the Mars lander. Classic rocket. That's like Mars lander is my number one or number two. It's the Lil Joe Lil Joe 2 in the Mars lander. I think Mars lander is the greatest model rocket of all time. That's how I put it. Until I finish this other rocket that I'm not going to mention, and when that one gets done, if it flies great, that's going to move into the number one spot. Steer clear of the testers. This mess. I think you mean testers glue. Steer clear of the testers. I think you mean testers plastic cement. Yeah, I use it on this one, but I use a lot of CA on this SOYUZ, the parts that I have built. Yeah, so I did use some of that. But I also have this brush. I forget what brand it is. This liquid cement, liquid plastic cement that's that you brush on. I use that. It's another brand though. It's not testers. But I grew up on testers, building the cars and all that kind of stuff. So it was always testers. Yep. CA thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I have 3 different types of CA. Love the channel. Thank you. Appreciate it. Should be getting back to flying more. I kind of fell off with the flights. Just busy, life, work and stuff. And then I was telling somebody earlier, my 2 hour drive to get to my new field. It's not that appealing. I like the field, but it's just like, oh man, do I feel like driving out there 2 hours, heading west towards California? Eastman, I-10, my family all work in Tennessee. Eastman. Okay. Cool. Tennessee. I've never been there. I want to go there though. I do want to get down to Tennessee one day. A lot of history there. I had to take my tons for launch. Yeah, safe spots there. No, I'm in AZ, but California a little more stricter. They're similar to here. Well, Arizona, you can fly, let you do your thing. California is a little more strict. What I recommend is looking up a club. Look in your area, search them. Go to nar.org. Go to NAR, that's the National Association of Rocketry website, and look at the clubs in your area, and they'll be able to steer you in the right direction. Usually, club people are cool. They'll help you. They'll guide you. Everything you need. They'll get you set up. Yeah, but California parks, I think they're strict with some parks. California's a different kind of state. They're a different kind of state, man. It's very hard to do things there. Even though when I went there for vacation a few years ago, went to San Diego and I did launch on the beach. They were cool. Lifeguards are cool. They ain't realize it's the little I flew the flying saucer event. Matter of fact, there's one on the wall back there. I launched around the beach. Did like 3 launches. Actually, I don't know if the thin cement works. Plastic SOYUZ. They recommend the thin on some parts with the brush. They do recommend it on there, not the thick because the thick stuff will squeeze out. So the brush they want to run down into like some grooves and holes. So they do recommend that. What do you use to fill spiral grooves on body tubes? I use what is it? I have it. It's like wood filler. I forget what brand it is though. Wood filler. Any kind of wood filler. You just square in there. I just smear it with my finger and just do that a few times. It'll fill them. Yeah, wood filler. It comes in a tube. I'm not brand specific, long as it's thin enough, and then you can thin it down yourself. If it's too thick, you can thin it out and get it nice like a slurry. I have a video on that. If you check in the past on this channel, I got some videos about filling spirals. Yeah. I got my grandkids now. Yeah, get the grandkids into it. They'll grow up to be engineers and rocket people and show them some launches. Tennessee, I don't know how far you are. Well, it's probably a decent drive to get to Houston because they got a space center down there. I haven't been to that one, but I've been to Kennedy. It's a great place. Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. Oh, airbrush gonna be sweet. Yeah. If you know James Duffy, he's a friend of mine. He has his channel. He got the full build of the SOYUZ already because we got these kits early. Just to let you know, we got these kits early. I have been sitting on this for a few months, but yeah, the airbrush is gonna be sweet. I'm a rattle can guy. I just keep it classic, traditional, just. Because if I bring on an airbrush, it's a new discipline, which I've airbrushed in the past. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good job with the airbrush, like that. A little bit more control. It's nice. Yeah, it will. Yeah, James, he mixed his color because the SOYUZ is interesting because of the color. A lot of people think it's green, like olive drab. There's really a dark gray. Even James, he saw one up close in real life. He went over to Russia some years ago. They went to the factory. He even said that it looked like gray from the picture he took, but he think they added a little bit of olive drab in there. And then the lighting, all that stuff's matter. The time of the day when the pictures were taken, it ain't like it's just a plain white rocket. It's more of a dark gray with a little bit of probably olive drab in it. Yeah. I'm a Cam Master. Yeah, I love the spray. I can spray pretty good. I can spray paint pretty good. I can get some nice results with it. And masking stuff off and just letting it do its thing. But yeah, even the red is different. It's actually orange. Yeah, you're right though. It do look. I'm gonna go with orange, and the instructions say orange. James Duffy on his channel, he came out with an orange. I think he used a Tamiya, some kind of orange. They got the small cans, small expensive cans. It is an orange though. Even on the box, it looks orange, but the box, the dark color, it looks olive drab, like they went with olive. The instructions, they say orange, they say green, gray. They say green gray if you can find that color. But not Matt, thinking about Matt Steele. But James, yeah, he mixed his own paint. He mixed his own up. So are you building anything right now, Rob? What's on your desk? Remember MPC made a SOYUZ. Yeah, I have that German SOYUZ. I think it's right here. I think I can get it. Let me see if I can grab that German version. It's the Das Modell, I think. Let me see if I can grab it. If it's not packed too deep. Oh, yeah, it might be packed too deep. Oh, no. Oh, we're in luck. We are in luck. Yeah, I do know MPC. This right here. This is, and that looks blue. Yeah, this one got all beat up. I bought this years ago. Just some got stuck to it, but I think it's Das Modell is the company. Very difficult kit. It's in German. Gotta be translated. So I do have this version. The parts are all, I believe they're all blow molded, like stuff. I can show you I've shown this on this channel before. So it's these parts like this, like kind of like styrene. I'm gonna have to. You got to cut these off. So this is a a serious build. Yeah, yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, they changed packaging a few. Okay, for sure. Yeah, all in German. All in German. I don't know if you can see that. But somebody had offered to translate it for me. I thought that was generous. I just never got around to it. But now that we got this big boy, this may still sit. Yeah, this would be a difficult build, but you take your time. You can, as long as everything was done right, like with the QC, it should be okay. But yeah, it's probably a difficult build. It's probably pretty tough. Saturn V ain't easy either. Yeah, the Saturn V, I built that on a few years ago. I smashed on that kit. It just went great. It went great. Like I just took my. I'm not going super slow. I just did what I could do, and it worked out. Came out nice. It came out nice. I was looking at the parts to the what is it? The newer version. I think there's a little more plastic in there. I think they did a lot of the heavy lifting for you. I think. Oh, it took you a year on the Saturn. Yeah, you just summed up. Yeah, mine I smashed in probably a month and a half. I was just going slow. I only build when I really, really feel it. With the SOYUZ, I've been working on it and I've been feeling it. I'm like, oh, this is a nice one. So I jumped on it. Then once I saw all the plastic parts, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be cake. This is gonna be cake. It's not a hard build. It's expert skill level, and I think the expert stuff come in the painting and probably the launching, because this one you do a lot of paint before you glue stuff together actually. So it's a little different. That's one I built with the Mercury Atlas. I have that one. Not built, still in the box seal. I like that rocket a lot. That chrome, nice. It probably was the Master out in the 90s. I remember seeing that around. I didn't get it then. I could build. I didn't get it. I skipped out on. I remember the catalog coming. Probably the Mercury Atlas is nice. I do have one. Still sealed. Oh, it's actually free. Yeah, it wasn't active. Saturn V is your first build? I had to stop it model with the ramp. Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, I know that plastic model with the ramp. Estes they've been doing pretty good here lately. I remember I talked about this before through the 90s. There was a certain period where things were crap. They had some bad rockets. A lot of plastic rockets came out, and then it got better. But right now, this seemed to be, they got some new people in there. I think they just making stuff for the adults. Like they're putting out these, like I said, these expert level. They're keeping stuff for the kids too. They kind of do a mixture of both. They got their skill level ones, and they're already RTFs and stuff. But yeah, they're doing pretty good, giving us some new stuff. But I want a Jimny Titan. A Jimny Titan would be nice release. Even if they reissue a smaller version, but the SOYUZ, man, I did not see that coming until I got notified that, hey, this is what we're doing, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. And then it showed up. I'm like, wow. So just had to keep it on the rack after years. Okay. Cool. They have to align with the kids. Oh yeah, for sure. Kids. Yeah. Yeah, kids first. They're the ones gonna carry forward, but they're doing stuff for the older generation too. A big X-Wing. Yeah, X-15 would be nice. Well, who put that? There is one. I thought I saw a big one by somebody. Who put out an X-15? That might be North Coast. Matt Steele. Yeah, I think that's Matt over at North Coast. He has but it may be RC, if I'm not mistaken. Is that RC? Or I see a guy doing his own. Aerotech? No, not Aerotech. No, Aerotech don't do a lot of scale. They don't do a lot of they do some scale. I'll take that back. Aerotech do scale, but I don't know if they did an X-15 unless I just been missing out. Yeah, I think North Coast Rocketry. Check them out. I think he did an X-15. Or no, F-117. Yeah, F-117 Nighthawk. Yeah, North Coast. Yeah, check them out if you don't know them. Yeah, I saw my friend Matt. He's cool. He put some nice stuff out. Kind of mid to high power. He's supposed to have a big NASA SLS, but it got delayed. I was supposed to do some beta for him, but it never happened. He might swing through with that soon. Yeah, I wonder who put out that big X15. I need to look that up real quick. Apogee, maybe. I like them too. Tim Van Milligan. Yeah, Tim's, he's good. Yeah, he used to work at Estes. Matt was at Estes and Tim. They were the engineers at Estes. Yeah, Apogee's great. Matter of fact, I got to do an order. I got to get some nylon parachutes for my Falcon Heavy so I can get that reflown because I had that bad crash. It was my fault. I forgot to glue. Oh man, that's a horrible, big mistake I made. Big mistake. I forgot to glue in the motor retention system and ejection, kicked them out. That thing kind of just fell. It was bad. It was bad. But yeah, I just wanted to come on for a little bit to discuss some rocket stuff. Been out of the loop for a little while. SD's been on a tear. This is a big release for them, closing the year out right before Christmas. So I'm not expecting anything else. Hey, do you have ever bought a package of rockets and got a dozen kids? Do something with the kid. I have done some small stuff, and I would love to see. That would be dope. That would be nice. I actually like that idea. I know Mob Rockets, he gets out with the kids a lot and fly. I just haven't. It's been on my mind to do, though. It is a great thing, definitely. It is a great thing to do. The outreach. It is a great thing to do. I do not knock that at all. That's great. I know Mob Rockets, he flies. He think he's a treasurer over at SAR. I'm not sure if he's in here. Mob, you in here? You in here, Mob Rockets? I see some people are definitely in the queue. They're hanging back there. They're being shy. Apogee has them. Okay. You might be right. It may be Apogee what I saw. Yeah, you'd be right. It is them. X15. Yeah, they got the big one. Yeah. I knew one that recently came out, as of maybe some months ago. I mean, you're popular enough. For sure. Even Estes, if I reach out to them, we already work together. I could get it done. I could get it done. It's just scheduling the time and the space because I'm flying so far out now. I'm 2 hours out, but there is schools and stuff. Yeah, I know some people. I know some people here in Phoenix. Yeah, that is true. You are right. I could get Estes to I could probably get a ton. Get all those Vikings or whatever, have a build day. Yeah, I could definitely run it. I could definitely run it. That would be a good thing. I'll have to put that on my 2026 menu. Get out here and get some launches done with the kids. Yeah, it's crossed my mind before. It's crossed my mind. But life stuff and living and working and getting tired. X15 Maxi Brute. That would be killer. If Estes with it, yeah. And this one thing, and I could see them totally smashing now because this SOYUZ is 1/48 scale, real true scale, not like a semi-scale. Nothing been exaggerated. And it's a display model. It has all the details. It's there. It's there. Like the guy that did it, he was with Estes. And I don't know if you saw Estes' video, but he spoke. This guy John, the engineer on this one, yeah, he spoke on that. But yeah, Maxi Brutes are nice, man. I have a couple Maxi Brutes. I had the Honest John years ago. I have the Maxi Brute X-Wing right now, already built. I flew it one time. That thing is so fragile. Yeah, 1/48 is huge. It's 41 inches. 41 inches tall. Yep. Mine's still in pieces. Most of the parts are glued to everything. It just got to be. Actually, I'm in paint right now. I'm in priming. Everything's primered. So over the next day, I'll probably be masking off, just letting stuff dry, masking off doing the capsules. I just need that gray. I ordered the paint that I'm gonna use for the booster sections. But yeah, 1/48. It's a nice size. Nice size. And Saturn V is going to be than SD Saturn V. And the crazy thing is the SOYUZ considering the set. Yeah, right. One thing about this SOYUZ is so cool is that this thing been flying since the 60s and they're still flying now. I think a launch is coming up. Wonder if it happened. Let me look that up. I think that launch did happen. I don't think it happened yet. Let me see SOYUZ next launch. I got my cell phone right here on the mount, so SOYUZ next launch. Let's see when they flying. Wow, November 20. Oh, they launched on the 27th. Yeah, they're taking cosmonauts to the International Space Station. Yep. Yep. So they're still flying. That's crazy. This rocket's been flying since the '60s, and look at the Saturn V is retired. So I'm pretty sure it had like a ton of upgrades, and this may be a later version, but yeah, cool stuff. Any other chatters out there? Who's all in the queue? Who's in here? Who's in here? Join in. Join in. What's your top? Let's do top two rockets. They rarely cater. Right. That's true. Haven't seen much footage of the Soyuz ever having any issues. I ain't saying they didn't. Well, we know the what's the one? That big explosion they had way back in the day. That the N one. But they said that the Russians were known to cover up their crashes. They would keep their stuff hidden. Yeah, but I think this Soyuz can run. I think that thing is kind of like proven beyond. Like they got it down. Kind of like SpaceX, how they have a lot of success. Oh, right, that's what I'm saying. We don't know. Yeah, we wouldn't know. But yeah, we've been flying. Our astronauts been going up with them, so we would know these days. All right, Marcy, I see you popped in here. What's your favorite rocket, Marcy? What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Yeah. Do you see the Russian robot? I have not. A space one? Or just one of their AI kind of going to be helping us out on the ground, assisting us robots? I haven't seen. Do you see the AI Russian? I didn't see that. Unless you're talking about. Oh, no, I haven't seen. Let me do a quick search. Are you like a Saturn V, Marcy? Maybe. If I may have seen that. If it was two guys walking it out and then it fell, if that's the video, I did see that. I'm not sure if that was Russian, though. It could have been. AI and stuff is crazy, right? Compared to what Elon is pushing. Yeah. Rob, what state you in? Are you in Cali? If I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, I can't remember what state you were in. Oh, Michigan. Okay, my brother's in Michigan. He is in. He's not in Detroit. Oh man, I forget what city he's in. I forget. Does that show you how long I've been over there? I was just back east because we're from Jersey. Is he in Pontiac? I'm gonna ask him. I think he's in where? Oh, Urban Hills, Auburn Hills, Urban Hills. Put it in the chat. Auburn, Urban Hills, something Hills, Michigan. That's where my brother's at. He's over there. I think you guys are getting cold, or been cold. Cold in Michigan. Do any of you guys states have self-driving cars? You ever get this way, visit me? It'll be amazing, Michael. Oh yeah, for sure. Where you at in Michigan? Because my brother's in Urban Hill. What? Wherever Detroit Pistons used to play. I just remember whatever that stadium where they used to play. That's where they're at. Oh, so you got a good collection, huh? You have a lot of packaged and unpackaged, or built. How your rocket set out? Because I have a ton of unbuilt, and I have what's displayed. This is just some of the built. There's some packed away that I need to bring. I may rotate some of those out, but I got my Grails up there, which is the Century Little Joe 2 sealed, still up there. That's my Grail, and my Mars Lander. Oh, the Mars Lander's in the living room now. It's on the living room shelf, but that's my greatest rocket of all time, Mars Lander. Yeah, Rob, I'm pretty sure you got a sick collection. Oh, okay. Here, Pistons. Auburn Hills. Yeah, that's where my brother lives. He lives around there somewhere. Make a lot of money. Okay, a lot of scratch builds. Yeah. Auburn Hills. There it is. Auburn. Yeah, he put it in there. But yeah, that's cool. I used to do a lot of scratch building. I was scratch building scale. I would have like the Peter Alway books. And I was just going in there. I was scaling stuff and I was getting them done nice. Static models, yeah, those are cool. I don't have many static models anymore. I grew up doing the cars. The space ones, I kind of had missed those because I started getting model rockets. I was just building and launching those. But then, as far as statics, I have some stuff packed away. I have a couple of Gundam. If you know what Gundam is, a Gunpla, the robot models. I have some of those. Couple still unbuilt. So some are just just purchase you in the store. Oh, this is cool. Then you buy it, and then it sits because you got all that back there to deal with. You have the space static models or other? But yeah. See, I'm just working on some stuff. Once I finish this Soyuz, I may be launching before I even get this done because I want to get out there and fly some more. I used to collect Aurora monster models. I think those are old school. I think I've seen a guy on my Model Rocks 321 Instagram. He has some of those. He collects old school monster stuff, and he has like Frank the Monster and all those. All those. Oh, that's cool. Is Aurora still around? Because this one hobby shop, Hobby Bench, I've seen some monsters and stuff in there. I wonder if they're still making stuff or not. It might be. They have been building a fleet of 40 Star Wars paper. Okay. Yep. Detailed. Yeah. I got Frankie. Yeah. Yep. Speaking of paper models, you ever see the rocket ones? There's some rocket paper models you can print out and build all kinds of stuff. It's a guy I follow on TikTok. I forget his name. He builds a lot of scale model. Got soils, everything, all out of paper. Years ago, I built a V2 out of paper from one of those plans, and I flew it. I put a little motor mount there, and I flew it. So they can do all kind of stuff. It's endless. Yeah, yeah. Paper models are cool. They're old models used by Premas. Oh, Polar Lights. Yeah, I'm familiar with Polar Lights. I'm familiar with them. Old molds. Okay. Yeah, Polar Lights. I think Polar Lights does cars and stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some people who jam on plastic models too. I see some good follow a couple car people. I mean, super detailed, like real nice. And diecast is huge. Yeah, it's all kind of hobbies out there people have. Did anybody launch in a cold winter? Because it's going to get cold for some of y'all states. We're still fairly warm here, 78 here today. But this is the best time of the year. This is when the launches should be happening. So I really don't have no excuses because other than the drive of 2 hours, unless I do a park flight. My last flight was in the park. I was supposed to be launching three, but only could get one off because my controller is acting goofy. I think I got a resolder wire. Something got to happen. It's bugging out. And I actually have a brand new controller, a command one, just like that one. I like that old school. I've done some Star Trek models. Love Klingons. I love my own Klingon fly, which is. Yeah, I put people. Oh, cool. Yeah, Star Trek. Speaking of Star Trek, I'm not sure if you're in the Legos or not, but you see what they're about to release. I think on Black Friday, Enterprise, maybe from. It looked different from the classic one. It may be from either one of the movies or from the TV show. They're releasing the Enterprise, and they're releasing a bunch of the minifigures. Those are super popular. They got like everybody. I think they made everybody. Whatever Whoopi Goldberg's character was when she wore purple when she was a bartender. I'm not super Star Trek. I don't know all the ins and outs, but she played a bartender, so they made her with a bottle. They made everybody. I think they got Kirk and Spock, everybody. So that's going. It's going for a lot of money. So it's going to be people are going to buy it, and people love what they love. So it's going to do well for them. I'm sure it's going to do well. Yeah, as far as other models, I typically mainly rockets. Yeah, mainly rockets. Rocket's the only current model. Like I said, I have some not diecast, some Gundam, some Gunpla models. the robots. I like things. I like the anime series of that show. So I had those. As far as cars or anything, I don't think I have any. Actually, I do have a built. It's a resin model of the Mach 5. It's already built. It's actually yellowing, so it need to be restored. Yep, the Mach 5. I do have that car. I forget what company. I want to say Polar Lights, but I don't know if it's Polar Lights or not. Gundam displays well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gundam is it's cool. I like watching the show. It's nice. Oh, Batmobiles, nice. I had I went through my phase. I had them all. Like no, I had the '66 one, Returns, a couple of other movies that came out in like the early 2000s or 90s, Batman and Robin. I had a few versions of them. The '89 Batmobile was my favorite one, and I had got rid of that. It was done nice. I did well, and I sold that some years ago. So I don't have any right now, but I do like the Batmobile. That is cool. That's a good set of cars to have. The Tumbler would be nice as a plastic model. I could see that being nice. Horizon, you got it. I think it was Horizon. that the Mach 5. I believe it's Horizon. Now that you mention that name, I still got the box. It's in the boxes with like it's all wrapped up in nice. Yep, the Mach 5. I believe it was Horizon. It was all resin. Really had to work with that. Yeah, but they went together well though. Went together well. And water slide deagle, but it yellowed on me, so I have to really don't know what to do with it. I mean, it's like an off white now. I think it's because I clear coated it, I painted it. I remember spraying it. It's old. I think that I built that in probably I think I built that in '99. I was still on the East Coast now. I built that in '99. That Mach 5. So yeah. Get out of here. What is that? I scratched built a '40s Batmobile. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking. I can picture that '40s style car. Wow. So it's like a kit bash. I guess you bought whatever car it was and did it however it was done. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the '66 one though, man. I remember the TV show, just being a kid and seeing that. These are all reruns, of course, when I was watching it, but yeah, it's cool. Nike Hercules, nice. Ultraplat, yeah, 3D. Oh, man, still recall. Yeah, I've been hearing more about Ollie's. Wow, I heard Ollie's is like a discount store. We don't have them here, but they get like action figures and stuff. There's some action figure channels that I follow, and I pick up a few here and there from the GI Joe Classified. They say they're loaded with all that stuff. Oh, that's cool. You got you a Nike Hercules, yeah. Speaking of the Hercules, what is it, Apogee? A little while ago, they did that. They released one. I think it was 700. It was 700, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, $20. That's nice. Yeah, 1940s Ford Coupe. Kevin, welcome, man. I was wondering where you're at. I guess you were wondering where I was at. Welcome to the chat. We just here kicking it. Estes just dropped a big one. Something classic. It's going to become legend, I'm sure. Super detailed, SOYUZ. Well, how you been, Kevin? Oh yeah, it's huge and expensive. Yeah, that Nike Hercules. That's a real build. I ordered my SOYUZ this afternoon. Can't wait. Yeah, cool. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy that build. You're gonna smash on that build, I'm sure. And I think you know James. James, he got the full build video up, and it's nice. Not accurate as they make you feel it is. Which one are you talking? Nike Hercules Apogee or SOYUZ Estes? Rob? But yeah. Yeah, SOYUZ, man. This is big release. Big release. Pennsylvania in the house. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it, James. Any flying going on out there in Pennsylvania? I'm from Jersey, so South Jersey. Kind of familiar. On a static model. There's a curve. Oh, okay, on the static. Okay. There's a curve on the Hercules unit. Okay. That might be something. I'm not sure what part, 'cause I know it has those 4 boosters. I'm not sure if it's something you can cut away and build back up with some plastic filler mold and then do your own thing to reshape, possibly, maybe. Airframe like V2. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. 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 Building scene just finished the SC Saturn 1B. Nice. Nice. I'm just every time I see Saturn 1B, my heart sinks because I'm sitting back here. It's over there. I got my Saturn 1B, the vintage, like K29 4-engine cluster one that I look at. It's in the paint stage, but it's just masking off those roll patterns and getting the numbers right. I had the decals, I have everything I need. Just gotta get them tanks painted and it's black and white alternating tanks. You know the deal. And just masking off those fins is where it's like, oh man, I really gotta sit down, really gotta work that out. I have it laid out, but when you turn it and you're getting that degree and that degree, it's just making sure you get it right. So that's where I'm at with mine. But yeah, congrats. That's cool. Saturn 1B is a classic. Rocket. That is, when you think of rocket, like Saturn 1B is, that's what they look like right there. Along with others too, Yeah, cool. Yeah. Saturn 5, yeah. Yeah, the 1B's nice. Yeah, Kennedy Space Center. I saw the real deal. They got one laid out. It's nice. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, got my GPS working. I'm ready to go into. So, okay. I tried to get the F-15. Wow. SOYUZ order, but they were out of stock. Okay. Where else? There's a couple good places for some motors. I forget where. What was it? E-Rockets Biz. Yeah, check them out. That's Peter Always' brother. Randy. He might have some motors. Yeah, he may have some motors on there. My first Estes launch was a Mark in '66. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Mark. Yeah, the $1.75. Yeah, it's just card. Yep. You are correct, sir. That is the way it goes. Something gets, if it's original, old, and vintage, yeah, they're gonna run that price up. That is cool. You flew a Mark. Wow, that's these what year 2? They came out 64, 65. Yeah, I have a 65 catalog. I tracked down a bunch of catalogs and got them. Things I'll look for elsewhere for motors. Yeah, F-15-0. Kevin, yeah, that you know what happened to me and Mike when we drag raced those? They both gone. We lost both, but you got the GPS, so you'll get yours back. In our last drag race, I went with E16-0, and then 15 up top, 15-4, 15-5. I forget what it was up top. 15-8 actually, 8-second delay up top. Got the huge Russian rocket with 6 fins and 6 in the marketplace a while ago. That's red and gold 3-inch transition. Not the N1, right? What's Russia's other rocket? The N1? I know they had a big. It was one that they had that exploded years ago. I can't remember, but yeah, the N1 got the huge Russian rocket. Yeah, I forget which one they had. They had quite a few. My first cam rock back in the 70s. Wow, 110 cam rock. Yep. I thought the cam rock used that 8mm film. And I thought 110 was later on Astrocam 110, which I have one on the shelf. Let me grab that. Astrocam 1 single. This is more, you're not talking about that, right? Because this is Astrocam 110, like for single shots, not video. Yeah, there we go. Camera, yeah, I always thought it was video. I'm not sure though. You think you would know. You would know. Oh, that wolf. We fly together. Yep, no one TV. Yeah, good idea. I'm thinking about getting an Apple or one of them tags and putting my so long when we do this. So yeah. What color scheme, Kevin? Did you go with the box color scheme, or do you do anything different? Go brighter, maybe? Spot it. That's it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about this one. Yeah, Astrocam 110. Yeah, it's Astrocam 110, 110 film. Yeah, those Camrocks, I think they were 8mm movie film. I think they actually had it went with which is up on the shelf I have right there, the Astron Omega. But the booster for that, which would be right up there, with that camera with the 1mm film. This is a repurchase. It's not mine, but it was like this. I had when I was younger. Could never get the pictures. I've seen I've seen people get them to work, but I could never. It's a shutter in there with that. When it's ejected, the shutter would click. There you go. That would take your picture because that had a little slide. You know how this works. And then once you eject it, that click would do your picture. But C67, I could never get it. Never get it work. Okay, stock face card. Okay, you going with that? Got you. Oh yeah, I never got it. Yeah, I've seen pictures. I've never held a picture. I've seen pictures of pictures. Yeah, you just got to keep it when you what's it called? When you advance the film, keeping it dark, keeping that front piece covered. It's a little slot. I would like to get the photos at least, but it's such a waste because you buy a pack of 110 film with that $20 now. 3 engines, you're using up what? That's 3 photos if you get them to work, or if you go 6 engines, you do 6 flights. Yeah, it's just, and I was doing it. I remember back doing it in the 90s, that retrying it and just trying it again. Take the pictures, get them developed. Came back 0, like all blurry. One time I had like my thumb. I saw my hand. I was like, oh, my finger was in it. Like, so. But yeah, Kevin, if we fly together, yeah, we'll get them back. We'll get them. But going F-15-0 to F-15-8, I'm telling you, man, that rocket goes high. I had that chalk in mind, that dust. We saw the dust and we lost those. The so long they named that accurately. That is a correct name. Bandit was a favorite with the ducting system for ejection. Cool. I gotta see the Bandit. I can't picture that. Ducting system for ejection. Bandit. Oh, I think I know of a Bandit, but I didn't know it had anything. I'm picturing like this 4-fin rocket. I'm kind of familiar with a Bandit. I'm not sure if it's the same Bandit though. I'm thinking of using JLCR, so it doesn't drift as far. What is JLCR, Kevin? I'm out of the Cool Kids Club. What's that? So it doesn't drift too far. Trying to think about what that means. Send a beat up one. Seemed to be a recently. Try to go for 200. Special film. Yeah. Yeah, that's old school. We sending it. Wow, $200. Yep. Yeah, well, I would take mine right to like the local, in the 90s, you take the film to like a Walgreens or a CVS, and they had a little developing. It would take a couple days, and they'd bring the pictures back, get a pack of pictures. Oh, shoot! Jolly Logic. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, these so longs need a drogue shoot and tracking smoke. They need something. But yeah, but if you have GPS, we're good. Because they'll pretty much all land in the kind of same vicinity. We'll be good. But at that 2-hour location way out, I lost my Stealth Alpha out there. Man, I lost it. The Camrock had to be sent in for doing. Okay. The movie film? Because I'm totally in the dark when it comes to that 8mm film. I'm familiar, but I've never been hands-on with loading movie film and getting that to work to film footage. I've seen footage. There's footage of, I think it's an Estes movie they have, and it shows the Camrock flying in film from the launch. Real grainy, real cool. I like that look though. Like wow, look at that. That's cool. Whereas now we have the digital, the little digital Astrocam, which they call this is the Astrocam 110, but then we have the Astrocam video stuff. But yeah, this is probably 80s, 70s or 80s. I'm thinking this is 80s. It's definitely when the catalog. I remember saying it's in the catalog in the 80s. Read above, they are rare. Okay. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I've seen Camrock stuff. Yeah, they go for money whenever they pop up on eBay. They're going to sell and they'll sell high. There's people out there that pay whatever. I've seen one mint. I would just watch the auction just to see what it does. And then it went to the moon, no pun intended. Went to the moon. Shop Goodwill. I didn't know Goodwill. Okay, so they have a site, huh? So they're online doing stuff. I have to start looking on there. Might stumble across something I want. Halloween glow stick. And so we can find a rocket. Go back. Interesting. That's a good idea. That is actually a good idea. But out there at night, well, if you're talking about that area, yeah, that's some. Yeah, you can boot up and because I'm pretty sure all kind of snakes and everybody come out at night in that location. We've seen I didn't pick them up. I wish I took them some rattles. A snake, rattlesnake had shed its rattles, and when me and Mike were out there, and I didn't even we were just looking, just walking along. Oh, there's some rattles, and I didn't even think to pick them up and take them with me. I should have took them. Mine was a whole setup with the Bigfoot launch pad. Yeah, I'm familiar with the Bigfoot launch pad. Don, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. There's a brand new rocket just came out today for you to get and master. The SOYUZ. You'll like it. You'll like this rocket because it don't even have launch lugs. Well, it's a very unique way you do the launch lugs. You don't have to glue a tube on. You'll like that. Seriously. You'll like that. I've got many rockets off Goodwill. Okay. Got a little Joe 2 in my car right now. Wow. What little Joe 2? Is it the tiny, small one by Estes, or is it the bigger, like the newer version? What scale is that? 1/30th scale? I forget what scale that little Joe 2 is, but I forget what scale that Estes had put out a few years ago. Now, that's pretty cool. Goodwill. So Goodwill have some stuff hiding over there that I didn't know about. But I'm kind of, when it comes to rockets, I'm full. I got my Grail. I got my favorites built. I got my favorites in packages. So I am 84 box version. Okay. 84 box version. Oh, that's the newer one then. I'm thinking the newer one. It got to be the newer one you're talking about, right? Got to be. Because the only one is the older, like K30 maybe. And then they had the little tiny one. It came out in like 92 or 93. That one Estes cover with all those scale like Saturn 1B and all these great ones on the cover. 84 box version. Estes, I have to. Rob, I'm lost. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm good. I run out of room also. Yeah, that's this hobby. Yep. They start going in. Like I said, I have this fleet up here to fly, but I have other ones that's in boxes ready to fly. Then I got package ones, 80s, just in their pack, just in tubs. Yeah, we're all nuts. We're all nuts. But yeah, you'll like the SOYUZ though, Don. You'll like it. My room is cramped. I actually have like this wall back here is pretty good. That's the door. Exit over. Yeah, exits over there, and we're pretty good. Just the store area right to my right. Workspace right there. I can bring another table out and some records back there. I got records, some rockets on the floor, the bigger one standing up on the floor back there. But yeah. Yep. A couple classic things up on the shelf up there. The old Alpha. Don, time to kick your father-in-law. He have another storage room. Yeah, Don, kick him out so you can have another storage room for those rockets. Don, you been building anything? What you been building, Don? Then you always have your masterful hands at work. Yeah. But yeah, only thing I have, my build list is SOYUZ is up, repairing my Falcon Heavy. I'm painting Randall's, what is it, Starship? I'm forgetting the name. This right here. Getting primer tomorrow, and then getting black laid down. Then it's going to be all silver. Getting this done. Mars lander for about 2 years. Oh, really? I remember us talking about the Mars lander 2 years ago. Okay. It's going to be nice when, that's my all time. But yeah, I'm on this right here. SOYUZ. This is going to paint tomorrow. Actually, primer tomorrow, because this is the grade 3D printed from Randall. So yeah, Randall puts out some nice stuff. I still got some stuff to repair from him, but other than that, yep. Oh, the Klingon. Nice. Is that the flying Estes Klingon? I've seen two of those it was a while ago. A guy had the Enterprise and the Klingon, both for sale, like 75. I thought it was a decent deal. I probably would have tried to get them down. Come on down just a little. I didn't want to lay out 75 if I was going to go for them, but I didn't. I saw it just for sale, like on the marketplace. Yeah. But then Don's primer and base coat. Oh, that one eighth of dust. Yeah, Don, you're gonna need a what's it called? You got to hose that thing. We'll have to get this call, and you gotta, yeah, it's covered with dust. I got an original dope built Mars Lander from '69. Wow. Matter of fact, yeah, my Mars Lander's up there. I'm gonna have all this stuff out. I keep pulling them. That's my Klingon custom build. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, my Mars Lander's in the box up on the shelf right there. That's it. Boxed. Open box, but boxed. But the one that I fly is a Simrock one. I don't think Don liked that Simrock one that much. Right now, I don't think you like the Simrock though. Mars Lander. But that's the only one I want to fly because that one up there, that's going to stay like that unless I feel like diving deep. Yeah, custom built Klingon, man. That's kit bash or just built. My Mars Lander circa 79. Yeah, you got the VIN. Yeah, 79. Okay. I gotta look up how long Estes ran those Mars landers. They seem to have been around. Like they had a good run. They had a good run and then went away. Cause I don't know if I saw them as a kid in the 80s catalogs. Because my first catalog was probably 84 when I first got to the hobby. My cousin, I started getting the catalogs in the mail. SR-71 Blackbird was on one of my covers. I had that one too. I tracked them all down. When Don finishes, we should all get together and have Mars Lander launch. Yeah. Kevin, you got a Mars Lander? I didn't know you had one. Unless I just forgot. Yeah, we could race some Mars Landers. I got off Goodwill for 45. Okay. Nice. I got about a dozen flights in my. Okay. Yeah, my Mars Lander, it's been flown. I had that long time. Simrock version, though. But the rocket with the most launches, no, I ain't going to say the most, but my Little Joe 1, scratch built Little Joe 1, many flights. Many. Oh, probably, it's always hard to say how many because did it really fly 100 times? Maybe. I flew it in Maryland. I flew it in my Jersey club. Since I moved to Arizona in 2007, many flights. I got to repair one of my legs. Yeah, I had a busted leg on mine that the silicone rubber piece cracked actually, and I had to go in there. It's a video up. If you're anybody interested, you can go. I'll cut it open. Some people don't call it rocket surgery, but it was definitely under the knife. Went in there, got the new rubber parts with that little ball joint, attached it, sealed it back up, decal over it, and it's like new again. I have 3 SDs and 4 Simrocks. Okay. Yeah, I have another sealed Simrock one. And just that Estes one. That's all I have. I have just a sealed one and that Estes one on the shelf that's in the box. That's all I have. An original Mars Lander flown many times. Beat up now, but it's still fly. Nice. I like a good weathered, used rocket. It's cool. I like it. Leave it the way it is. Like this right here, this Astrocam, this is old. I wouldn't restore it. Like them the decal. I leave it. I leave it as is. Yeah, I like a good used rocket. Like my Little Joe 1, it's up on the shelf. It's seen its days. After seeing your repair video, I decided to build mine with a removable shell. You told me that. Yes. As a matter of fact, sometimes you just kick yourself when you miss out. There's what's the guy name? He sells the Mars Landers, the big ones. He retired now. He had the decals. I have it, Tom Prestia in Pennsylvania. He had the big Mars Landers, and he made them so you can go inside and work on them. Yep. And I missed out all the years. I'll say, I'm going to get one now. They're out of production and gone. Yep. The Simrocks are exact copies except for the decals. Yeah. Are the Simrocks raised? Are they embossed? Let me see. Debossed is down. Embossed is raised up. Or I can't remember. I think they always got to go with light paint. Tango Papa. Yeah. Tango Papa. Yep. Tom Prestia. Yeah. I missed out, man. I just one of them things like if you see something to buy it. Or something you want to do it because you never know when it's going to go away. That's the lesson. You never know when it's going to say, you know what, out of production and done. But sometimes mainstream items can come back. People that are independent, it can go away and it can be done. So that's the lesson I learned embossed, but not as clean as yeah, yep, you're right, not as clean as Estes. I got what you mean. Yeah, I'd rather do the same thing. I had my hidden sprint, yeah. You're right. Yeah, Kevin, you're right to do that. That's a good move. Comanche. I'm scared of that rocket. I have one. I have one. I'm scared to fly that thing. I'm scared to fly that thing. Yeah, I just think that's gonna go up there with 3i Atlas, and that's gonna be not gonna see it no more. I'm already doing that enough. Oh, LTV Scout. Nice. I have. Yeah, you guys are on it. I have the LTV Scout cone. It would be a scratch build for me because the kit to find what I had. I bought the cone. I think that's yeah, it's right there. I probably can grab it. That's inside my little storage area. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that. I like the LTV Scout. Have to get the decals if I were to build mine. Yeah, LTV is a nice one. Yeah, yeah. The kit to find. If you can find one. I don't. I haven't. I think I may have seen one years ago on Estes. Years ago. I mean on eBay. But here's something. Let me see. Since we're talking kind of going in that direction, here's something I want to get built. Yes, I want to get this built right here. I always wanted to build and always wanted to see it fly. So yeah, the Titan 3E, something I want to get built. But yeah, the Scout is you don't see many of those. I like I said, I have the cone. Cone's the important part. Everything else needs to be fair enough. I can get Donald to build this for me. I can get Donald to build this for me. But yeah. You should refire it so long on the C11.3. I don't know if it'll lift. I don't think a C would lift it. That thing is kind of no C's. I don't think it would lift it actually. Yeah, I think it would have trouble getting it up. I think it would get to doing that immediately. Yeah, I think it would do that immediately on the C's. It definitely need the E's. The E's does it justice, and the booster. The E booster did it well. I went E to F's and recovered. When me and my rockets had flown again. I had the one with the satellite inside. Yeah. I want that rocket. You have that? You have a sealed one? I'll buy it. I want one of those. That's the LT. What is that? Because I have a picture of it in my phone. Be honest with you, you built the Titan. Would you fly? Yes. This? Yes. Kevin, I fly them all, bro. Yes. If I build this, I'm flying it. At least once. Like if it's built so nice, like that SOYUZ I'm building, I'm taking my time, I'm building it good. I'm flying. Yeah, that's my rule. No shelf queens. Everything back there, except for that space shuttle that I flew in Cradden, I rebuilt it so sweet that now it's like I can't fly. It's a shelf queen. It's a queen now. It's a queen. So I can't fly that space shuttle, the vintage SD space shuttle that I just redid that, remolded the nose. It's too nice. I can't put that up now. I don't want to risk that one. It's the space shuttle. I can't do that. I got the little foam one, the SD's the re-release. I'll fly that. They had a cool Apollo water rocket when I was a kid with a capsule parachute. That sounds familiar. I had a water rocket, a little basic one. That sounds familiar. I may have come across it and seen it. But yeah, from old school days, that sounds familiar. I had to see that. And that's some cool stuff they were making back then. They were making cool stuff. It's well painted in proper colors as well. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I see. They're trying to block your word, Kevin. But they try to block that word you used on there, but I'll let you through. It is. That's the other ones, right there. Far side. Yeah, probably won't. So I have a couple that I won't fly. Far side X in my rebuilt space shuttle yeah, probably won't fly those two. Far side's too nice. Comanche, I'm scared of. Scared of the Comanche. Yeah, Marsland is my favorite. I think it's the all-time greatest model rocket. Yeah. Hey Rob, you can email me on modelrocket321@yahoo.com. I'd love to see some of that stuff. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, they don't allow that on here. At least not on here. There's probably some other because this is just a YouTube deal. But yeah, what else? I was going to look up that rocket. Somebody mentioned that shows the satellite in the inside. I hope I didn't delete that because I want to get one of those. I've been trying. I look on eBay. I keep it because I want one. what is it called? It's not the LTV. It's the GeoSat LV. I think it's called the GeoSat LV, something like that. Geo something LV. Yeah. Was it Lousy Flyer? Yeah, but I have seen it fly. In this clubhouse in Jersey, this guy, man, he mastered it. He had it trimmed well, and I seen it. It separated, the boosters came off, and I seen that shuttle. He did it. He had it. And my thinking is that whenever they put something, here's what I think, but I'm not sure if it's true. That whenever they put something out, that at some point they had to get at least 3 good flights out of it. I think I like to think that. Yeah, I think that one is the something scout. You know, Keith, we talked about the V2 box with swastikas. Is it worth a mint? I remember the video. Some guy sent you a package. Yeah, I remember that. It's worth a mint. Yeah, didn't know. Yeah, they did have I remember that that one there, and that's how he did things. That rocket was from what, the 70s. Some people say we won the war, so that's some people say. Yeah, all the ones I saw were tumble recovery. Wow, I seen it. Like I said, I seen it work that once. I was like, wow, yeah, it worked that one time. The big old like weird fins. R2D2 I passed on for the Mars lander. Okay. Where at, back in the day, or like you're the kid getting it, somebody's getting it for you, and you chose Mars lander over the R2D2? Because I had that R2 right there. It's 2 versions. I did one in black, and I had found that one right there. One traditional color, and then the one I did is R2Q5 or something like that as a kid. Yep. Yeah, you went with the Mars lander. Nice. Robot hero. Right, robot hero. Yeah, robot hero is what they call it. Yep. I'm saying the box alone. Yeah. Yeah. That's that V2. Yeah, Maxi Brute. Maxi Brute. Yeah, all that old World War II stuff like that can fetch some good money. This guy, yeah, he was getting rid of all this stuff, and I think I got after that deal. It's rare. Yeah, because I fell into some good deals. Like, it was some videos where I was just covering. Like, I'd just be looking like, wow, this person's getting rid of this for that little bit of. They were moving and didn't care about it. They were kids when they had it and no longer care. I'm trying to find that rocket. I have it in the cat. Here it is. It's the GeoSat LV. So this rocket right here is what searching for. I don't know if that's going to show up well. That right there. Right there, that one. GeoSat LV. Maxi Brute. Yeah, Maxi Brute. It's on my gram. Yeah. Yep. He sent you a package. You made a video. Yeah, it's in the yeah, I have it's all in there. It's on this channel anyway, that video. I know what you're talking about. It's the rag camo V2 version. Artwork was all, I guess they were doing paintings or illustrations back in the day, and they had that swastikas on the fins, or was it on flags or something on the artwork? Yeah. Yeah, that one's packed away. That was a great video. Yeah, I need to build that thing. That need to be built. I always like the rag camo pattern. It looks, yeah. It'd be nice. Looks cool. They were hiding those in the woods over there. Purging. Yeah. That is James Duffy's Grail. And he has a video up where he built that thing. Yeah, he's a master, man. He's a true master builder, man. Yeah, he built that Pershing. Excellent. Perfection. James Duffy, he don't use these water slide decals. He don't use those. He either paints them or he gets silk screens. Something he does that is different. He's next level. Yeah. Okay, so my father-in-law was in artillery, overseeing Honest John flights. Interesting. Now, were Honest Johns, is that what era? Are they World War II? Or are they Vietnam? What era are those? I forget. Pershings. I thought I saw Honest. Oh yeah, he did say Honest Johns. So were Honest Johns World War II, or were they? Let's say 50s. Okay, 50s. SE's really should re-release the Purging. Yeah, the Purging is nice. It's nice. Yeah, but James, he on his channel, he's called Rocket. Yeah, Rocket Arrow is the name of his channel. Everybody should check him out. Rocket Arrow on YouTube. He just built the SOYUZ. So we had these for a while. Estes, we're kind of affiliates and stuff. So we had these and for a while. But he jumped on his build right away, and he got like I think 3 parts up. He released it all today. And he shows complete build, but on his channel he built that Pershing. It's nice. Max Brew Pershing again. Yeah. Who knows what Estes going to do? Because I know people have wanted the Gemini, but I seen the Gemini Titan. I seen stuff jump ahead of that, and it just never happened. And then the SOYUZ comes out, and a whole bunch of other kits. So they're kind of doing what they want to do. But I think they have people there. They're doing okay. I mean, I can't knock it, but yeah, I remember voting for it years ago. They had a little thing up. You kept the SOYUZ secret very well. It'll be hard to keep. Yeah, I kept it well because I wasn't doing anything. So it was easy when I wasn't out flying, but I knew how to just not say anything. But yeah, they actually made us sign. We had to sign an NDA about this one. Yeah, they sent paperwork. Kevin, I'm gonna text you something real quick right now. My problem is I can't bring myself to fly anything I can't replace. Interesting. I got you. I totally understand that. But me, I'll fly it even if I won't fly but I will fly most. The SOYUZ is going to get flown. I gotta see it fly, man. I just have to see it fly. Not that wrong Kevin. I gotta find the right Kevin. Kevin, I'm gonna send you a message here in just a sec. I'm gonna find you. Here you go. Yeah, I just sent you a message, Kevin. Maybe help me. My problem is I can't bring. What's up, Rob? Maybe I'm not sure, but I'll listen. If it's something else, you can email me. I got like I said, modelrocks321 at Yahoo. You can do that. If it's wide open talk, we can talk. But if it's something else, you can send it through there. You aim them in the wind. Yeah, towards the wind for sure. If the wind's going that way, point the rocket, angle it into it so it'll do that little, it'll catch the. Yes, I've seen. Yeah, that should work for the most part. My Estes and L won't fly, but I'll do one of the Simrocks. Yeah, I got you. You told me that. I know the Marsland. I also like that you don't even put the launch slugs on them. I thought that was okay. He's not flying. He's not flying that one. So yeah, Simrock one. Yeah, yep. Simrock one to fly. The Estes, I get it. Estes is like that one on the shelf back there. I got it's in the box, open box, but it's just like, nah, I gotta leave that. This has to stay. And I do like the box art. That box art is nice. I like how they did the corner and it's nice. Very good, very good. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin, I got your message. I'll call you if you have a minute. I'll call you. I'm be about to what I'm at. I wanted to do this for an hour. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Hour 10. That time flew by. That flew by. I have to do some more of these. To come on here live more often or try to go. Well, I can't go live during the launches because I'm launching and filming. No, I'm filming and talking. Marcy's launching. It's just I do want to incorporate, as far as my launch is putting the drone up. I want to get drone footage, but I did that one time and it almost got hit. Tell me I have the drone here and the rocket went right past it. I think that video is still up. So I was like, it's just putting it further away. I guess further away and higher up because you can only go 300 feet with the drones. Well, the ban didn't happen yet. We're not banned yet. Yep. Cool. All right, Kevin, I got you. If not, it'll be tomorrow, man. If not, it'll be tomorrow. No big deal. Yeah, we need to do another lunch. Yeah, get some pizza or something. We do. Yep, okay. Saturn Skylab. I accidentally glued the motor rings only 1 inch from the bottom instead of wait a minute, they recommend so you put the motor launch and launch. Yep. Accidentally glued the motor rings only 1 inch off the bottom instead of 2.5. Might be okay. You know what? I'd still see where they recommend center of gravity. And probably if you have the swing test, loaded in swing test, it might be okay. That may not affect it. That may not affect it that much. I've had my own center of gravity issues. If you've seen, I have made some dumb mistakes out there, but I'm thinking 2.5. So you're further back. Mm, lunch and launch. Yeah, I do like lunch and launch. That's cool. Lunch and launch is cool. But yeah, if you're back further, so the weight's going to get shifted back now. Maybe nose weight up front. It might be okay. I'm thinking it might be okay but it's hard to say. If you can find, if you use RockSim or open source, any of those, you're reaching. Let me say. Okay, you know how you have to reach and change one of the mode. Yeah. Okay, Kevin jumped in there. Yeah, a little clay to the nose, bring it back forward because the weight's back now and then forward. Yeah. Kevin, you might know this. Have you looked at the Artemis? You saw my launch with the Artemis from Randall, how it went all squirrely. I think the nose weight, right? That's probably the issue. I think I did not put it here. I'll get that one. I think that's the deal. This will be back out. It's ready to go. I mean, it didn't get any damage, but I think up here. Let me see. I think because you can screw. He made it so you can screw somewhere. Yeah, that was the deal. This top comes off. There's a little in there. I think I'm gonna add a little more. I'm gonna add a little more weight to the top. But yeah, good deal. Speaking of center of gravity stuff. But yeah, the big one. So I have to get this up. This will be back. I have a lot to fly now. We have a lot to fly. I think my favorite build you did with the Saturn 1. I see it up on the shelf behind you. Saturn 1? Oh yeah, that right there. That's a partially 3D printed from I'm forgetting the name of these guys. I've been out of the loop with rocket stuff. You know the guy. He does 3D printing too. Not Randall, but I think you're talking about this right here. Saturn 1, yeah. Saturn 1 SA5. Yeah, I added so much. Now, see, this rocket has a problem. Boyce, there you go, Boyce Aerospace. I'm tripping. It has a problem. If you've seen those flights, I cannot get this thing to fly right. I did add some detailing of my own up top. I added all of the detailing around the top up here. I did all that. In this string, this is the method so it don't come down nose point, tip first. But I cannot get this thing to fly. I mean, it's just flinging it in the air and then there's just ejections happening on the ground. But it didn't get destroyed at all. Like it stayed, like, because it's all 3D printed except for the tubes. I added this raceway here. I added a lot of details that didn't come with it. But yeah, pretty a fun rocket. Nice. Love it. Love the Saturn 1B. When this is one of them ones, when you think of a rocket, this is kind of the one. Yeah, thank you. I really took my time. I really enjoyed this build. And I just wanted it to be nice, and now it's just pretty much a queen. But I wanted it to be a flyer, but center of gravity issue. It got clay up top. It has everything, dual parachutes, all that. Like, yeah, the nose weight's up in this cone. You can actually see marks where it was hitting the ground. Oh, that's some dust on there. But yeah, this is a good one, man. I like the Saturn 1B. Always wanted one to fly, but But yeah, so that's that one. Pull them all off the shelf. Pull them down. Yep. But all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up right here. This was great. This is a fun time. I have to do another one of these so we can all get it where it can bring some people in and be on screen. So that way I ain't just talking the whole time. This is fun. Thank you guys for joining in on the chat. We will do this again. I'm going to sign off. Oh, you guys are still okay? Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Spellbinders. Appreciate you. James, thanks for coming in. Don, Kevin, everybody in the background is just listening. Thank you all. Appreciate it. And Anthony. Yeah, this was fun. We will do this again. We'll pop back in here. It'll probably be a Friday like this, probably like a Friday afternoon, seeing the work. Yep. Appreciate it, Kevin. And I'll get in touch with you. I'll call you tomorrow, Kevin, because we're going to probably run out. Yep. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Media, appreciate you. I see you around in the comments and stuff. Appreciate it. Yeah, should be back out flying here real soon. I got stuff to repair, stuff to fix, stuff to build, and we will do it. So I'm signing off, guys. All right, peace to you all. God bless.